Hello, School of Magic. What's up? It's your girl, Jennifer L. Watson here. And today we are talking about the Yemoja products that you see behind me. Now, make sure that you go ahead and like this video because you're not going to want to miss all the information. And also subscribe so that you don't, miss out on the latest content. All right, so let's jump right into this. Now, this video is not going to go over too far into the particulars of who Yemoja is, etc., etc. I'm going to save that for another video that is in my class series playlist on this channel where my Padrino and I are talking about the Orishas. So stay tuned for that video coming up. But what I will tell you in this video is how to use these products and what are they best used for. So as you can see in this set here, there's a 7-day candle. You also get powdered incense, and I'll tell you how to use this powdered incense here in a second. You also get a spiritual bath as well as her oil. So 4 things, but there is a 5th thing that's in this picture, and it's the Yemoja water. Now, I do not include this currently in the complete set that I do have for sale on Etsy, but it is something that you can purchase outside of this set, okay? All right, so the 7-day candle. The 7-day candle is used for when you want to petition Yemoja. Now, what are things that you would want to petition her for? Well, she is really good with giving you clarity. She's really good, especially if you're on, going through and matriculating through school. And she helps with wisdom and knowledge. So if you're looking to get answers and clearer on your thoughts and your actions, then Yemoja is definitely the one that you would want to work with. Now, just a quick word, and I won't go again too deep into this, but Yemoja, as I have been mistaken before in the past, Yemoja is not the mother. She is not the mother to all, but she does help to protect foster children. She helps to protect those who have been orphaned, children who have been orphaned. She's a very fierce protector of children, which is one of the reasons why a lot of people mistake her for the mother. I won't go into who the mother is in this video. Again, you will just definitely have to stay tuned into my class series, okay? Now, with how would you use this candle? Well, this goes for really any candle, especially 7-day jar candles that you use. And more importantly, when you're petitioning, you always want to put a glass of water to the right side of the candle. And this glass of water is used to help protect the candle, because anytime you turn on a candle, it is a doorbell, right? So whoever you're looking to reach out to, as soon as you light that candle, it is a doorbell, and you want to make sure that nothing else interferes with your working of that candle. Now, you can also add a little bit more of the oil in it, but I will tell you that you do not need much oil inside of the candle. Now, if you wanted to, say, use this candle and then use another candle for Yemoja a little bit later in the future, then you are more than welcome to actually add maybe about 3 drops of oil into that candle. Okay, so if you want to petition Yemoja in the future when you have already used my candle, then that's what you can do. Now, what else can you do with Yemoja oil? Well, there are several different ways that you can use this oil. Again, we just talked about adding it to a candle, but you can also add a couple of drops if you wanted to meditate with Yemoja into a bath. You are more than welcome to put this oil by anointing any petitions. You can also anoint yourself. And because she works with wisdom and knowledge, then you can take a little bit of the oil on your fingertips here and place them on your head, on your temples. Now, the use for the oils are pretty endless. You don't need a whole lot of it, which is why it does come in a 1/2 ounce jar. But if you have any other creative ways that you want to use it, by all means, there is nothing wrong with using it in other creative ways as long as it's for good. All right, now if you say, I don't want to add the oil to the bath, I actually want to use some of the herbs. Well, this is the reason why I've included the spiritual bath into this set, right? So this bag actually gets between 2 to 3 uses. So you don't need to use a whole lot, but you can definitely get 2 to 3 uses, just depending on how heavy you want to make the water, or not how heavy, but how much you want to add to the water. You can also use the entire bag if you really want to get to increase the experience, I will say, but you really don't need to. That is optional. So how do you use the bath? Well, you can actually just add this bath directly into the water. There is no need to boil unless you really just want to get the effects of the herbs a little bit quicker. So like, for example, if you like to take hot baths, then you really can just add it to the baths, because the heat from that water is going to help steep the herbs. I can't talk today. I feel like I can't talk a lot of days. But if you prefer to boil the water prior to and then strain it into your bathtub, then you are more than welcome to do that as well. I myself just took one earlier today, and I tend to like that method because I get lazy afterwards and I really don't want to have to clean up all the herbs when I'm done. So because I'm way too relaxed. And also while you're taking baths, you can actually play music, which is what I recommend with all of the spiritual baths that I provide in my Etsy shop, especially any kind of yemayá chants and things of that nature. So let's go ahead and jump into the incense, the powdered incense. Remember earlier I said this is powdered incense, and I have to reiterate that because when you're working with powdered incense, you want to be sure that you're using a charcoal disc. Most times they come in a circle. Sometimes I've seen them in squares, but it is a small little disc where you light it, it starts to spark, and you do want to make sure that that disc is in a heat-proof dish, because what's going to happen is that once that charcoal starts to spark, and then as it's sparking its way through, that's the best way I could describe it, until the entire brick is lit, that is when you would actually put just a pinch of the incense powder directly onto that charcoal. Now, I've given you examples on how to use each one of these products individually, as I'm going to go ahead and get into the water here in a second. But if you wanted to use them all at the same time to really create a ritual with working with yemayá, then you are more than welcome to do so. So for example, what I would do is to light my incense powder first, and then I would take a bath, right? I would take some of the oil after the bath and place a little bit on my temples or wherever else I may want to on my body. And then following all of that, then I would use my candle, create my petition, and really get into the heart and soul of what I'm coming to her for. So you've already invoked her essence. You've already invoked her presence. And now with your candle, it is a doorbell telling Yemoja that you are ready to communicate with her. And so that she, if she chooses, to listen to you and to grant your petition. So last thing on this video is talking about the Yemoja water that you can see here. Now, this Yemoja water, it is all natural. It is blue, but I make all of my things as natural as I can. That is just a little bit of food coloring to give it that blue essence. So if you're wondering out there, what in the world? Yes, that's what it is. So that's the reason. The reason why I'm telling you this is that I would refrain from putting it on any light colored clothes, because you want to avoid any kind of possible staining to your clothes as well as your hand. That warning is also on the label as well. But if you don't care and you want to put it on your clothes, then definitely I can't stop you. But this water is not water. It's not something that you would drink. This is a liquid that I have created, not just a liquid, but a combination of things where I do include her herbs that you cannot see, but they are inside of this water. And also, I don't know if I said this, but if I said it, before I'm going to say it again, don't drink it, because it's not something that you want to ingest. While it is made with natural ingredients, it is not for internal use, okay? But you can use this water to spray yourself as if you were to spray a body spray. You can also use this to clean her altar if you have one in your house. And you can also use it to clean all of her items that you may have. Or you could just spray it into your house whenever you really want to feel her presence around you. And so, like I said, the water really has a lot of different uses, just the same as the oil does as well. The sky is really the limit. You are more than welcome to use your creativity, as there is no right or wrong way to use the oil and the water. Okay, so this concludes this video. I've been laying in the bed all day resting, and I guess because I haven't talked all day, really, that when I get on video, it's like, this concludes the video in working with Yemoja. As always, if you have a question, definitely drop them down in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So I hope you have a beautiful morning, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care.